Right? So this is Sriracha sauce plus versus.
Ready, go!
Hello. Button check.
Ready,
Right, so this is currently a button check. Baliktad talaga siya. Right, so currently players are in button check. We are going to have normal grand finals of last Cosmic Clash between CG.Sriracha sauce and Michael Bolintiam. Good.
ready, go! Ready, go!
Right, so currently the two are in neutral game. We don't really have much action going on until Michael currently in overload. Chance for Sriracha sauce to actually go in, but chooses not to, and instead chooses to go with missiles. Alright, so Sriracha sauce attempting a quick hit and run type of game, while Michael going in with the Dominus and the chain guns, focusing more on a melee side of combat. Ooh, that whiff though. So yeah, good reload, no punish. Sriracha perfectly comfortable with shooting missiles, and Michael just waiting for chain guns to reload. Ooh, alright. Sriracha is at overload, and Michael chooses not to punish. Still hanging on. Ooh, good punch from. And the time up. Right, let's see how Sriracha sauce actually adapts to this fight. Sriracha opting for a reloadable submachine gun instead of a one-shot submachine gun. Right. Michael comfortable to just guard and use chain guns, attempting to just punish with Dominus. Sriracha just using missiles. Sriracha's HP being so much lower in terms of taking chain gun damage, and Sriracha has no way to actually do a decent amount of damage at range except by cheesing missiles, which of course Michael can guard in response. That Dominus hit deals so much damage. We really should be nerfing Dominus. I'm hearing no's from the audience, but you know, it comes from like one guy. Like everyone wants Dominus to be nerfed. It's always Dominus that's the problem. It's not the chain guns. Like definitely not the chain guns. Look at that Dominus damage. Ooh, good level 2. You just closed the game.
Ready, go.
Alright, so this is game point by Michael. Michael comfortable with slowly pushing inward and pushing for a chain gun. Alright, Sriracha sauce now against a wall. Alright. Michael just attempting to push in so that he can get in those free chain gun hits. And eventually some Dominus hits. That's why it needs to be nerfed. It needs to have like 99 weight, I don't know. Oh, chain guns, really painful. But not as painful as the Dominus. So yeah, having a shield is a disadvantage if you're actually in a ranged fight. Oh, Sriracha at overload and Blitzer. Michael chooses not to do anything about it. Still attempting to push for chain guns and yeah, Sriracha sauce perfectly comfortable with playing Michael's game of running away and shooting missiles. Ooh, frame rate drop. Alright, so Sriracha has had, you know, great adaptation.
Ready, go.
Instead of keeping it hot and spicy, he chose to keep it cool. Alright, let's see how Michael adapts. Oh, he just went in with the chain guns. Perfectly, you know, perfectly good strategy. Chain guns are ridiculously good, but we should still nerf Dominus. Right. Swarm missile. Oh no, arc missiles actually. Ooh. Getting caught in the chain gun. And Sriracha perfectly fine with playing this zoning game. Choosing to use the 3D space to move upward. Sriracha in overload, and Michael chooses to just stay and guard. Horrible decisions might cost you the game. So Sriracha just attempting the damage. Refusing to be knocked back by... Oh, not really. Oh, no punish from Sriracha. Just attempting to trade missiles. So yeah, Michael just pushing in with a very slow Dominus and gets knocked back by the Targe. Sriracha now with the second round point.
Ready, go.
Now this is for the first game. So what will Michael do to adapt to this run-away playstyle? Once again at overload, and Michael chooses not to go in. Sriracha perfectly fine with chilling out, kiting. Ooh, great guard break. Though no follow-up from Sriracha. Ooh, took so much chain gun damage. Problem is, can he run this back with what he has right now without actually being able to go in? So, once again, Michael attempting to just cheese it out with the chain guns. And Sriracha attempting to just chip away at the current guard's health, which is currently at 85. I mean, alright, so it does 10% per missile. Ooh, great hit. Did some damage to the shield. Oh, and now we have a slugfest. Once again, Sriracha at overload. And Michael once again chooses to just back off. That is game 1 going to Michael.
Ready, go.
Alright, so next match, roughly the same. People opting not to engage and instead choosing to run around and cheese each other with ranged combat. Clearly, Dominus should be nerfed. Alright, so once again, Sriracha opting for chipping away at the health of... Ooh, and an overheat, but no punish! There you go, there's the pin. Good overload punish by Michael. Both players watching their boost, but occasionally you see an overload or two when chain guns come out. So you see both players right now abusing this game's reload mechanic and just opting to, you know, play a neutral game instead of opting to go in. Which is, I think, what the developers wanted. So once again, a timeout by Michael. Perfectly content with guarding and shooting. Huh? Are you playing thing? Damn. Right. So once again, I think the only way that Sriracha can actually do a good amount of damage is to guard break him while chain guns are at 0 ammo. Whereas Michael should be taking into account how much boost is being consumed by his opponent and simply just take advantage of an overload. Then again, you don't see overload getting punished by any of the players. Alright, so last 8 bullets from the chain gun. Chain gun completely out, and Sriracha still opting to play a zone game. Right, both players keeping the range game. Still, you know, no one using a punch or a sword. Once again, Michael dashing away from an overloaded opponent. Oh, it's been going on since like game 1. Yeah, it's very slow. Yes. It's not very defensive, it's more chain gun has reload, submachine guns have reload, missiles have reload, so might as well play the neutral game.
Go!
Good. Okay, overload, but no punish. There you go. Both players boost management. Still, Michael waiting for an opportunity to just use chain guns. Not even using a sword. So that would make you ask, like, is he holding back by not using the Dominus? Of course he is. Dominus is OP. Alright, overload again and no chase down from either party. Perfectly being content with eating ranged attacks. from both parties. Michael currently with no chain gun ammo. Now chain gun is reloaded, and once again, we proceed to continue with this game of, I don't know, cat and mouse. Ooh. Taking in that ominous hit. Not going to be good for the attrition game. Nice! That was a good machine gun volley, but it's like the last 5 seconds. So can Sriracha steal this one? So, no. Going to Blitzer.